Right stick switching is very important in FC24 because the reason why, when your opponent's playing long balls up front, and if you know how to right stick switch correctly, you'll be able to stop that long balls, prevent your opponent from playing those long balls. But first things first, let me explain these 3 settings before I get into explaining how you guys can practice to make right stick switching easier. Right stick switching, the setting here should be on classical. Reason why everyone's using it. Adaptive, it's very bad. Player rotation, no one recommends that. So classical here. Here's a big one. Right stick switching reference, the reference point. This here should be on player relative because that will indicate where you will need to switch from there. Ball relative is a little bit more difficult. Ball relative, the ball is as a center, as a reference point from, like, you know, where you can switch again. So ball relative is a no-no. I wouldn't recommend that. So keep it on player relative. I'll explain in the game when I'm explaining right stick switching, the purpose of player relative and how it works. Okay, here the right stick switching sensitivity, keep it on 2. Okay, let's get into the gameplay now, guys. Okay guys, here we are in game. Pay close attention here, guys. This video is mainly for the beginners, the guys who struggle with right stick switching. This video is for you guys. Okay guys, listen carefully here, guys. What I recommend you guys should do, if you guys have 2 controllers, practice with 2 controllers. The one controller, no one will play with it, and just practice your right stick switching. If you guys do not have 2 controllers, what I recommend you guys should do, put it on beginner. Okay. Also another thing, when you flick your right stick, it depends on your personal reference and at how you feel comfortable. I recommend you should flick your right stick like this here, with the side of your thumb, so you'll have more control. It depends. Wait, but also you flick with the tip of your thumb, you also do have more control, only if you're dribbling. Okay, that depends on your personal preference. Okay, now let's get into the game here. Okay, what I want to show you guys, you see this player here, the indicators on him. Say I want to flick to Mbappe. Okay, or else I want to flick to Mbappe. I'll go 1, 2, 3. You see, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There's Mbappe is in charge now. You see, the purpose of this is to track runs. Like say your opponent is here. Your opponent's gonna cross the ball all the way here. You need to be so fast with switching to Dembele. You know what I'm saying? So that's the purpose of right stick switching. You see. And also say another thing, say you lost track of whom you switch to. All you do is you press L1 on PlayStation, and I think so on Xbox it is LB. Then you L1 switching. Then you know where your player indicator is. Then you can quickly right stick switch. This idea you see to Mbappe. L1. Then you see right stick switch any direction, because then you'll be you won't be lost. You know who you switch to. Okay, another example. So say I want to switch to Dembele. Okay, all I'll do is go 1, 2. So I want you guys to practice this. See, 1, 2. There I switch to Dembele. It will take you guys also a little bit time to practice it, but you guys need to practice this here. Okay. So it's very important. Also another thing, like say with tracking runs, right stick switching with defending is also very important. Say your opponent is here, where this player here is about to run. Say this player is running all the way here. You quickly need to switch to Marquinhos. You know what I'm saying? You quickly, like say, let's switch to Mbappe, okay? There. Say Mbappe is now in control. And that Mbappe is in control. Say this player here is making a run. You need to switch to Marquinhos fast as possible. So you'll say 1, 2. Okay? Wait. On 1, See, it's a little bit tricky. You guys need to see 2. Let's just go back to Mbappe. See, 1, 2. Depends what angle. Right stick switching takes a lot of time to learn. So you see, by the time you switch to Marquinhos, then Marquinhos is covering that run. So that's the purpose of right stick switching, tracking those runs. And I want you guys to practice this, because this is the only way you guys going to excel and also get better at it. So 15 minutes, guys, every day at least practice, or else 3 times a week depending on your schedule. 15 minutes per day. And you know what, guys? Another thing I want to tell you guys, one of my students asked me a question. One of my FC students asked me, in game it's a little bit hard because it's so fast. You guys need to do this here. Single task. Do not multitask. Do one thing at a time. It's one switch at a time. And in order to, like, how can I say, master right stick switching like in game, you need to watch your opponent's movements, where he is going, where he is playing. Like, say my opponent is moving this side, right stick switch this side here. If he's moving the other side, right stick switch that side. Watch his body language, watch his movement, and where he is going to play the ball. Read him, because that will determine where you can right stick switch from there. Okay guys, I also got some game examples here. Check it out, guys. Okay guys, here we are in game. Pay close attention here, guys. Okay, I switched to this player here. His indicator is basically on now. Now what am I going to do in this situation now? Okay, this is where right stick switching comes. Okay, as you guys can see, if you guys watch my controller, there's a right stick pointer there. From this player here, I switched to him. I think so, that's Varane. No, it's not Varane. I switched to him using right stick switching. Why did I switch to him? Keep quiet for a second. Give me the answers in the comment section. Okay guys, if you don't have the answer, here's the answer. I switched to him because I'm watching my opponent here. Why am I watching him? Because sometimes also you can actually beat the AI. So that's why I switched to this player here. Just to make sure to tell this player I am present in the game. So you see, that's why right stick switching comes in place, and it's very important. Okay, let's move on. As you guys can see, I'm switching again, right stick switching. I'm covering this runner here. As you guys can see, look at my controller. Where's my controller pointing? It's pointing down, as you guys can see. Sorry, I used the black there. Okay, but you see, I right stick switch and I'm covering this run. You see how important is it? Okay, here's another example. I right stick switch to this player. As you guys can see, my right stick is pointed there. Why did I right stick switch to him? Same answer. To cover this player here. This runner here. Because you see, where's my opponent? My opponent most probably wants to distribute it to him. So I have to tell my opponent this player here is present. That's why I right stick switch to him. That's how you see why it's important is right stick switching, to cover that runs and that long balls. Okay, let's move on here. As you guys can see, here's another example I'm going to show you. L1 switching in combination with right stick switching. Okay, look here guys. As you guys can see, I have the L1 switch here. L1 switching is set like the closest on ball. Okay, now this is if you lost with the right stick and you don't know where to switch from there. And I'll recommend you use L1 switching, as I said in the video. Okay, as you can see here, L1 switching. Then if I want to right stick switch, I can quickly switch to this player. That's what I do. And watch, he'll now, I'll switch to him. Let's just play. See, L1 in combination with right stick switching. If you guys watch my controller, as you guys can see, look where my controller is pointing. That side, and I selected this player here. As you guys can see, right stick switching in combination with L1 switching. There, right stick switching again. If you guys paid attention to my controller and see, I selected this player here because I can see he's coming. I go in a little bit, I want the ball over. So you see L1 switching and right stick switching needs to be combined together. And the only time you use L1 switching is when you can feel as though you can win the ball over and you're very close to the ball. Right stick switching, you'll use it like more. There I managed to get a ball over. So you guys see L1 switching in combination with right stick switching. Sorry about us here, this video here is appearing. Okay, you see L1 switching you'll use when your opponents like basically the ball is close to your opponent and your player is there. Right stick switching is longer distance when your opponent is giving at long balls. So there you have it, guys. The best of both worlds I explained to you guys and how to use it. Yeah, anyways guys, if you guys want to learn more about defending now, click on this video right here. Anyways guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out guys.